is part 2 of my Nicki Minaj look. You guys seen last week that I did the cute little Nicki Minaj 2 space buns. It was inspired by Chun-Li from the Sega game, Mortal Kombat I think it was. But you guys seen the video, it was super cute. I did the 2 high space buns with the super messy baby hair all along the front, and it was really cute. I used this beautiful curly hair from Supernova, and I told you guys I would show you the actual hair in another video. That was just for fun, kind of just to, you know, play around and do like the little dress up look-alike type of thing. I kind of want to do more of that on this channel, but next time I'll be a little bit more prepared and do the makeup and all that. But anyways, again, this is my hair from Supernova. They sent over 4 bundles and a 4x4 closure. So what I have in is 20, 22, 24, 24, and then I have an 18-inch closure. As you can see, the closure is pretty short compared to the bottom, and that's exactly what I was going for. I kind of wanted it to be a little bit layered and not so boxy and one-dimensional. So the curly hair was super nice as is, but I decided I really wanted to go ahead and play in it and add some color for the summer. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial, and then I'll be back on my thoughts on the hair. Back with another show and tell of how I got this color. You guys remember this wig. It's been sitting like a helmet in the bag. If you don't know, this is Supernova's curly hair. I have it linked directly down below in the description bar. Now you're going to need plenty of tools. You have your gloves, first of all, because you're going to be dyeing hair. Make sure you have some combs, some clips, whatever you need to kind of make sure that the hair is separated and all that good stuff. So on the side of the bowl that was already filled, I had the bleach mixed with the 40 volume developer. Ran out, so on the opposite side I did that 20 volume that you see on the counter. Wasn't plain. I thought I had enough 40, but I didn't. So what I did was I started with the 20 at the very bottom, and I have an entire row of just bottom that is 20 volume developer. I let that sit on there for about 10 minutes before I came back. Now that I'm back, I'm going to go ahead and put more of the bleach with the 20 volume in it and just work it all the way up. Now, when I woke up this morning, I thought I was going to do just a nice chocolate brown all over on this curly hair with dark natural brown roots. But as I got closer to dyeing, I decided I wanted to do the ombre. I've never done ombre on this channel. So basically, like I said before, I did the back layer all the way up. I kind of left a little bit of the hair, maybe about ½ an inch to an inch, so that the roots can be still dark. That way, whenever you know, the hair moves and all that stuff, it looks like there's dark roots. And then I just work it through with my fingers. Sometimes it's easier to use a comb in this case. I don't have the wig on a tripod. Even though it's on this mannequin head, if I pull or tug on it, the whole head is going to come off. So, you know, if you're doing this and you want to actually really comb it through, I would suggest putting it on a tripod. That way, as you comb through the hair, it will not pull. You see kind of how when I tug on it, it's going to fall back easily. That's why I'm just working through it using my hands. Kind of pull it to the side, flip it over, and make sure that you have the bleach literally on every part of the hair. Because we're doing an ombre and there's going to be multi-dimensional, and this hair is so full, it's okay if you have missed a little piece. It's kind of just going to mix together. So once the whole project is done, I kind of left the roots a little bit dark, but kind of made it to where they're not so blunt. I let the dye stay on for 30 minutes before rinsing it out super thoroughly. Then I did 1 coat of the purple shampoo. Realized I wasn't recording, and this is going to be my 2nd coat of the shampoo. So on the 2nd shampoo, I'm pretty much just making sure that it's saturating the hair completely, making sure that because the hair is curly, there's no hidden, you know, bleach anywhere. Once that bleach mixture hits water, the entire bleaching process does stop, but you still want to make sure that the bleach is completely out of the hair and not hidden in any, you know, crevices or anything like that. This is all the hair that came out. As you can see, literally nothing. So I'm letting that purple shampoo sit on the hair because it is a toning agent, while I go ahead and kind of start the process of cleaning up my area. Then I came back about 10 minutes later and I went ahead and rinsed the shampoo out. Again, this is going to help to cancel out any brassiness and tone the hair. When it's all said and done, it won't be brassy or anything like that. If you want to go ahead and use a stronger toner, you'd actually get like a Wella toner, like T18, T28. So after that, I went ahead and used my silicone mix. I let that sit in there for about 5 minutes, rinsed it out and allowed it to air dry on the mannequin head, and this was the result. This is the hair completely dry, and as you can see, it's uber beautiful. The ends are a little bit more dry than the rest of the hair, but as you can see, as light as I got the ends in one process, that's to be expected. But they didn't shed, they didn't break, they didn't, you know, they're still full, healthy ends. They just need a little little bit more moisture than the rest of the hair, but obviously it still blends and it's still perfect. This is what the hair looks like from a different angle. Kind of wanted to make sure you can see that the ends are lighter. That's an optional, step, but again, if you want the ombre look, just do the last layer of your hair first and let that sit for about 10 minutes before you start the rest, or you can process the entire head at one time and then come back after it's rinsed out and dries, and you can do a second coat of the bleach, for another 10 or 15 minutes in the exact area that you want to ombre, aka the ends. So at this point, I just kind of refreshed my parting. I'm going to go ahead and add some mousse to kind of make the top look smooth. Now, this part is preference. Some people like the top of their head to look smooth, and some people like it to look like it's curly from the root. Sometimes with my shape of head, I kind of feel like when it's curly from the root, no matter how it's done, it just looks a little bit more wiggy, and when it's flat, for me, it just looks a little bit more complimentary. But again, everybody's face shape and preference is different, so I'm not going to be tweezing this hairline. This is a closure, but I do still want to add a little bit of baby hair. Tweeze it out and it's going to make it look a world of difference and so much more natural. I also made this wig using the hot glue gun method, and it fits amazing without me even having to add an elastic band. But if yours fits loose, I find that my closure wigs slide back more than my frontal wigs, and so if you find that your closure wigs are sliding back, be sure to add a elastic band, which I have a tutorial on how to do that in the link down below. So usually I've been adding powder using that Morphe palette with eyeshadows, but that color no longer matches me right now because I'm getting a little bit more chocolatey. So I went back to my Old Faithful. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the color, I believe, dark. This was like pretty much all I used for years. And I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if they changed the formula or what, or just my skin has changed, but it just never matches anymore. So I'm going to go over it with the L'Oreal True Match powder in the color Cocoa. This is a foundation powder with a little bit more coverage, and I kind of find that this was the best option. And of course, you go ahead and blend it out if you got any of that powder on the hair. Let it go. Now, I've already added the mousse, but since I moved the hair around, I just want to use a little bit of water on that brush to re-slick the top down. Now, as you can see, the hair is fluffy in the front. It's not the hair that is fluffy, it's that I brush. Whenever you brush curly hair, it just gets fluffy for some reason. So I'm kind of showing you the ends, and then I'm going to put a little extra product on the ends to make sure that they, blend smoothly. They're not fluffy, compared to the rest of the hair. Now, I am adding my wet. This is a product by the brand Sebastian. I do have the Sally's version, and I do have it linked down below. Extra love on those ends. And what I find is when I put as much product as I put right now in the hair using that wet, it does dry and add a little bit of a hold. I love the hold for the purpose of the weather and humidity and all that, and the hair not fluffing and frizzing, and it's going to stay in this state forever, or for the rest of the day, rather. So yeah, and if you don't want it to have that hold, just add a little bit of water so that kind of has something to saturate it a little bit, and it'll just be just as soft as you want it. But this is a back shot of the hair, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of just tell you my thoughts. So the tutorial was quick, simple, easy, to the point. I kind of did an ombre. If you see down here, it is super light, and then here it is a nice rich honey brown, auburn brown, I want to say, and then it comes up darker and darker until you get the roots. I got this color, as you guys seen, by using my 40 volume developer as well as a 20 volume developer, as well as my BW bleach. Pretty much the BW bleach is like the most easiest, simplest bleach you can use. I am going to be experimenting with some different bleaches next week, just because I want to see if there's a difference between high-end bleach or more salon quality bleach and the basic stuff from Sally's. But let me show you guys what it looks like from the back. I think this look came out really good, very work safe. I left it on for about 20 minutes. Once it was all done, I did take a break after I did the back, because I really wanted this to process a little bit longer so that it can have a more bright look at the end. And it came out really good. You guys seen it in the video. There is no tangling. I mean, of course it's curly hair, but the hair does not tangle at all. Like, that's crazy to me for it to be curly hair. Like, when I did the rinse the dye out, I didn't have to use a comb. I was just using my fingers and kind of just raking through, and it was just fine. It's starting to dry up, and you guys can see the curly texture when it's dry, which is my favorite. I love curly hair that's super defined, but I like it to be dry. I hate walking around with like wet hair, so if you want to like blow dry it or use a diffuser, that's always an option. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this cute little video. Don't forget to check out the first video I did with this hair. It was my Nicki Minaj look. I'll have it linked in the description bar. Thank you, Supernova, for sending over some good hair as always. Make sure you guys check the links so that you can shop away. Also, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you share with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever. Just tell all your friends about my beautiful, lovely videos so that they can slay their own hair at home too. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.